Hello everyone, I am Rushali Patekar working as assistant professor in computer science. In previous years, we have seen two programming languages which are C and C++. In this year, we are going to see the most important programming language is Java. First of all, we will see syllabus of Java. It contains 8 chapters. Programming in Java first. First chapter is an introduction to Java. Second, an overview of Java. Third is objects and classes. Fourth is inheritance and interfaces. Fifth is exception handling. Sixth is string, streams and files. Seventh chapter is user interfaces, components with AWT and Swing, and last one is applet. Now we will see our first chapter, an introduction to Java, and it contains a short history of Java, features or buzzwords of Java, comparison of Java and C++, Java environment, simple Java program, Java tools and IDE. Now what is Java? Java is programming language and a platform. Java is a high level, robust, object oriented and secure programming language. Java is an object oriented, class based, concurrent, secure and general purpose computer programming language. It is widely used robust technology. Platform. Then what is meant by platform? Any hardware or software environment in which a program runs is known as a platform. Since Java has a runtime environment is JRE and API. API stands for Application Programming Interface. It is called a platform. Java platforms or editions. It contains 4 platforms. First one is Java SE. SE stands for Standard Edition. It is a Java programming platform. It includes Java programming APIs such as java.lang, java.io, java.net, java.util, java.sql, java.math, etc. It includes core topics like OOPs, strings, exception, inner classes, multithreading, IOStream, networking, AWT, Swing, reflection, collection, etc. That means this platform is used for core Java. Then second is Java EE, Java Enterprise Edition. It is an enterprise platform which is mainly used to develop web and enterprise application. It is built on the top of Java SE platform. It includes topics like Servlet, JSP, web services, EJB, JPA, etc. That means this platform is used for advanced Java. Third one is Java ME, Java Micro Edition. It is a micro platform which is mainly used to develop mobile applications. And last one is Java FX. It is used to develop rich internet applications. It uses a lightweight user interface API. Then a short history of Java. Java was developed by Sun Microsystem in the year 1995. Sun Microsystem, which is now subsidiary of Oracle, and James Gosling is known as the father of Java. Before Java, its name was Oak. Since Oak was already a registered company, so James Gosling and his team changed the name Oak to Java. Java is the first language which gives a facility of multi-threading type of programming. Java is the name of hot drink which is very popular in USA. All Java team liked this hot drink very much, so they decided to give name of this language as a Java. Then features or buzzwords of Java. Then first features is object oriented, second is simple, secured, platform independent, robust, portable, architectures neuron, dynamic, interpreted, high performance, multi-threaded and distributed. Then first features of Java is object oriented. Why Java is called as object oriented? Java is a true object oriented language. Almost everything in Java is an object. All programming code and data reside within objects and classes. Java contains basic OOPS concept like object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, etc. So Java is object oriented. Then second features is simple. Why Java is called as simple? Because Java is very easy to learn and its syntax is simple, clean and easy to understand. Java is simple because Java syntax is based on C++ and Java has removed many complicated features like explicit pointers, operator overloading, etc. Then third feature is secured. Java is the best known for its security. With Java, we can develop virus-free system. Java is secured because no explicit pointers. Java program can run inside a virtual machine sandbox, class loader, bytecode verifier, security manager. Java language provides these securities by default. So Java is secure. Fourth is platform independent. Why Java is called as platform independent? Because Java program can easily move from anywhere at any time. Java provides a software based platform. It has two components. First is runtime environment and second is API. Java code can be run on multiple platforms. For example, Windows, Linux, Mac OS, etc. Java code is compiled by the compiler and converted into bytecode. This bytecode is platform independent code because it can be run on multiple platforms, that is write once and run anywhere. So Java is called as platform independent. Next feature is robust. Robust simply means strong. Java is robust because it uses strong memory management. There is lack of pointers that avoid security problems. There are exception handling and type checking mechanism in Java. All these points make Java robust. Next feature is portable. Java is portable because it facilitates you can carry the Java bytecode to any platform. It doesn't require any implementations. Seventh is architecture neutral. Java is architecture neutral because there are no implementation dependent features. For example, the size of primitive types is fixed. In C programming, integer data type occupies 2 bytes of memory for 32-bit architectures and 4 bytes of memory for 64-bit architectures. However, it occupies 4 bytes of memory for 32 and 64 both bit architectures in Java. So, this Java Java contains architecture neutral features. Next features is dynamic. Java is dynamic language. It supports dynamic loading of classes. It means classes are loaded on demand. It also supports functions from its native language, that is C and C++. Next features is interpreted. Usually a computer language is either compiled or interpreted, but Java is a two-stage system. First, Java compiler translate source code into bytecode instructions. Bytecode are not machine instructions, and in the second stage, Java interpreters generate machine code that can be directly executed by machine that is running the Java program. Next features is high performance. Java is faster than other traditional interpreter programming language because Java bytecode is close to native code. Java performance is impressive due to the use of bytecode and multithreading. Next features is multi-threaded. We can write Java program that deal with many tasks at once by defining multiple thread. It doesn't occupy memory for each thread. It shares a common memory area. And last features is distributed. Java is distributed because it facilitates user to create distributed application in Java. These features of Java makes us able to access files by calling methods from any machine on the internet. Next topic is comparison of Java and C++. Java is platform independent. We already seen platform independent concept, whereas C++ is platform dependent. Second difference is Java is mainly used for application programming and C++ is mainly used for system programming. Third is Java doesn't support to go to statement, whereas C++ support go to statement. Java doesn't support multiple inheritance through class. It can be achieved by interfaces in Java, and C++ support multiple inheritance. Next difference is Java does not support operator overloading, whereas C++ supports operator overloading. Java supports pointer internally. However, you can't write the pointer program in Java. It means Java has restricted pointer support in Java, whereas C++ support pointers. You can write pointer program in C++. And last one is Java uses compiler and interpreter both, but Java source code is converted into bytecode at compilation time. The interpreter executes this bytecode at runtime and produce output. Java is interpreted, that is why it is platform independent. Whereas C++ uses compiler only. C++ is compiled and run using the compiler which converts source code into machine code. So C++ is platform dependent. The example of Java and C++. Java program contains classes, and class name is the name of the program. So class name and program name should be same. Here class name is simple, so we can save this program by using same class name. In the Java program, we can save program by using .java extensions, and main method writing public static void main string args, and printing line is system.out.println and type any message. And similar C++ program, it contains hash include iostream header file, then namespace standards, main method, and we can write printing line cout, both having same output. Next topic we will say in next lecture.